Hi Year 6, I hope you're all okay. Miss Walker here, and I'm helping you make a box for your beautiful salt dough creation to be placed into. Okay, so we're going to make a lovely box and we're going to think about our Royal Derby patterns and designs and things that we've looked at for our creation, whether it be our paperweight or our cup, our mug. And we're going to think about those designs and we're going to think about what box we'd like to put them in. So we've got a few different designs for our box. First of all, we have this one, which is our pyramid. We can cut this one out and create this one. Or there's a cuboid. Okay, and there is a cube as well, but I'm going to use the cuboid because that one's slightly bigger and it's going to be easier for you to see. So once you've printed off your design, okay, you need to think about that Royal Crown Derby pattern. Okay, and I have a few examples here of the different kinds of pattern that are commonly seen on our Royal Crown Derby pieces. Okay, so we have some lovely bright oranges and blues and golds, and this is a more plain pattern, just blue and white. But I think we can see that the running theme is quite flowery, isn't it? The pattern is quite flowery, but also quite repetitive, and similar patterns within the pattern. Okay, so that's something to think about when you're creating your design. And sometimes it doesn't have to be quite so complicated. Sometimes simple is better. And here is our Royal Crown Derby logo. Okay, and this is something that we need to include in our box. Okay, it doesn't have to be the same. You can make one up, but we do need to see one on your box. So I have decided that I'm going to do a combination of blue, orange and gold. Okay, so I have my pens here. I have a dark blue felt tip, an orange felt tip, a lighter blue felt tip and my gold marker. Okay, now I suggest that when you're doing your pattern, you put your pattern on your print before you cut it out. Okay, now as you can see, there are 4 boxes going down, 2 boxes at the side. Your logo will need to go on your bottom box because it's that box that becomes your lid. Okay, so as you can see, I've not quite finished mine, so I'm going to do my gold parts just to finish off my box. And you can see how I've done the same pattern on every side. Okay, it's a recurring pattern, a bit like when we get recurring numbers in maths. Okay, so I would do your pattern before you cut it out. Okay, now once you've done your pattern, it's time to cut it out. So I've already started cutting this one, but I'm going to finish it. Now make sure when you're cutting that you cut all the way down into those corners, because that really helps when you're folding it. Okay, so I'm just going to cut that bit off, don't need that bit. And we're going to cut this last bit. Now another little tip for you, make sure you crease those dotted lines before you try and glue it together, because it's these tabs here, these ones, that we're going to glue together to create our box. So we are going to fold along those dotted lines, there and there. There are tabs there, there. There's one big tab across the top there. And the last 2, one there and one there. Make sure you crease them really well. And then we need to fold our sides. Now can you see already it's starting to take shape. So this is our lid, and you'll see how that will work in a moment. Nice creases, press on really firmly. Now, another tip, I would glue your sides all at the same time before you start to stick it. Another thing, the two sides on the top of your lid, your logo, don't stick those just yet, because if you stick those down, you're not going to be able to lift the lid of your box. Okay, so we'll glue these. We glue, 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 and we tuck those sides in. Okay, we tuck them in and we